What's good, y'all? Alright, so the other day I made a video and it was about, revelations and the end times, and I was just trying to show everybody, exactly how the Bible say it's all gonna go down, and how this is not exactly the end, but that this is the beginning of the end, or this is the prelude to the end. Now, also, when I titled that video, I put on that the mark of the beast is not the vaccine. But I didn't go into detail about how that is proven biblically. So I wanted to make sure I went back and make another video right quick just to explain that part. Now, I don't have my Bible with me, so I'm not going to be able to show you word for word, because it's a lot in Revelations. But I can tell you, if you want to look it up for yourself, you can look in the book of Daniel, and you can look in Revelations. A lot of it is in Revelation 13 and Revelation 17. If you don't read any other book in that Bible, well, I mean, the most important books to read is Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, but they're all important. To me, you can't understand the Old Testament or not have a full understanding of it unless you can't understand. You can understand the New Testament, but you won't have a full understanding of the New Testament if you don't read the Old Testament too. So it's all important, man. Every word in there come from God. But if you're one of them people that's just not gonna read, then I would especially read Genesis. I would read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, at least Revelation, and probably the book of Daniel too. Honestly, I can't even much speak that, because you got to read the whole thing. You got to read as much of it as you can. But anyway, and also, man, they got audio books, like where they got apps where you can just sit back and listen to it. Like, it's so much easier when you listen to it. Like, I can take me a 30-minute walk and hear about 3-4 chapters, just listening to it. So, but anyway, them just some little fun facts. But yeah, so in Revelation chapter 13, like I say, John the apostle is the one who's seeing this vision. Now, let me tell you something else. When you get visions from God, when you have a relationship with God, and you start talking to God, and God starts showing you things, you start, some people just have dreams, some people hear his voice, some people receive visions. When you receive visions, everybody I know who get visions, it's not easy to understand. Like, you may see something and you have to comprehend what that means. Like, God gonna show you something and he know that you gonna understand it. But Revelations is an entire book of visions. Like, it's everything that John saw. He saw these visions. And so that's like you interpreting what somebody else saw. That's hard to do. And Daniel didn't really even seem like, I keep saying Daniel because Daniel saw a lot of the same things that John saw. But John didn't even really interpret the things that he saw. All he kept writing is, I saw this, then the angel told me this, whatever. So Revelations is a book filled with nothing but the visions that John saw. And in chapter 13, he talks about a beast that he saw coming up out of the water, or coming up out of the earth, or something like that. He said the beast had seven heads and 10 horns, and that one of the horns looked like it had been wounded, like mortally wounded, like dead. And then if you go to 17, an angel explains what that part of the vision meant. And he said it was 7 mountains and 10 kings. And he said that the beast represented the the beast that is going to make his way into perdition. Now, I don't know if y'all was watching, but the last video I talked about how Paul called the man of evil, the man of sin, the son of perdition, the Antichrist. He calls him the son of perdition. Daniel calls him the abomination of desolation. Jesus refers to him as the abomination of desolation. Same God, Antichrist. In 13, it talks about that one of his heads is going to die. And something is gonna happen where it's gonna come back to life. It's gonna be healed. So one thing we know about the Bible is that the devil loves to imitate Jesus in so many ways. And I'm not even finna name all the examples that he does it, but because I don't want to go too long, because I've been going long on my last few videos. But he imitates Christ. He loves trying to imitate Christ. God has his angels, the devil has his angels. Jesus is the Son of God. It seems like the beast is the seed of the devil. In the very beginning, Genesis, God said, I'm gonna put enmity between her seed and your seed. He was talking to the serpent. But anyway, he healed what the angel explained to be a mountain. Jesus said in the Bible at one point, he said, now I know I'm going all over the place, but I need y'all to try to stay with me if you really want to try to get an understanding for this. Jesus said in the Bible, if you have enough faith, you can move a mountain into the sea. I don't know if he's going to knock down a mountain and pull it back up or what he's going to do. And I could be way off. I just know that the Bible says that horn represented a mountain, or his head represented a mountain. One of those heads on this beast represented a mountain. And he's going to heal that mountain somehow. And it says that everybody going to be like, who can make war with the beast? They're going to be amazed by him. This is in chapter 13. The world is going to be amazed by what he does with this mountain or with this horn or whatever it symbolizes. Something he's going to do is going to be a miracle, and everyone is going to trip on it. Everybody going to be like, who is able to make war with the beast? There's going to be an image of him, and that image is going to come to life. You hear what I'm saying? That's just like if I draw a picture of myself on the wall and then I make it come to life. I breathe into it and it comes to life. This is going to happen. This is what he's going to do. People aren't just going to follow him. They're going to worship him and they're going to think he's God. Now, in 13 also, it says that I believe it says the image of the beast is going to be like the one who forces everyone to either worship the beast or take his mark. And 13 is where it first starts talking about this mark. Now, the Antichrist is going to come before the mark is even in existence. Well, before the mark starts being distributed to people's hands or their forehead, the Antichrist is going to be here first. That is the most important fact, how whatever society, whatever Christians or believers, confused believers, or whatever people who just don't know the Bible and just want to run their mouth, anybody tells you that something is the mark of the beast before the Antichrist get here, it's not. It's not. It's not. Now, they may be in the process of making it. I don't know all that. Nobody knows that except the ones who involved. There will not be a mark of the beast being placed on people's hands or foreheads until after the Antichrist is here. Also, it says that this is going to be the number of somebody's name. 666. It's going to be the number of somebody's name. It says that this takes wisdom. I don't know how in the world, I don't know, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you what the Bible says. Now, again, This based on between the books of Daniel and between Revelation, the Antichrist is gonna come. He's gonna rise up in power. You know, he's gonna rise up in power. He's gonna go through wars. People are gonna know him. The world is gonna get a feel for him. He's gonna be around for a minute before he rises up in power. It says that the kings of the earth are gonna turn their power over to him. All the authority, which now I would assume would be the United Nations. They're gonna turn their power over to him. It says it's gonna be 10 of them. I don't know how many people sit at the table with the Allied Nations. I don't know. But I know that it's going to be 10 of them, and they're going to turn their power over to him. So he's going to be here. He's going to be a public figure, and after some time, he's going to woo everybody. He's going to sweet talk everybody. Everybody going to fall for him. Once he starts telling everybody to worship him, that's when this mark going to start being distributed. Once he start doing all these miracles and stuff and brings life to an image, that's when the mark of the beast is gonna come. We ain't seen nothing like that. We haven't seen anything like that on this earth. So we are nowhere near a mark of the beast. There's more, there's plenty more, but I don't feel there's a need to go into that, because I mean, if you just read the Bible a little bit, you're going to see there's no way possible. If you believe that there's a mark of the beast, then you should believe everything else the Bible say. And based on the Bible, there is no way possible that a vaccine. Let me explain something to y'all. And I believe I said this on another video. I might not have. Right now, we're fighting against Corona, right? Delta, COVID, whatever. About 4 million people have died from that. Smallpox killed 30 million people. You know how they ended smallpox? With a vaccine. If they was able to come up with a vaccine back then, technology has improved so much more by now. Who's to say they can't make a vaccine now? Yeah, they did it real fast. Yeah, it's got some questions about it. Yeah, they got 3 different vaccines. They all got different ingredients. But I'm just saying, it's not the mark of the beast, y'all. Come on. And it's just sad when you see people that claim they believers and people that claim that they supposed to be intelligent. Man, look, when I put videos on YouTube trying to explain to people that this is not the mark of the beast and that the world not going to come to the end just yet, some of the responses I wish y'all could see that be on my page. People, it seems like people just make up stuff and they just roll with it. Like, I mean, it's people on this earth, you can just tell them anything and they just gonna go with it, y'all. Like, I'm serious, man. This is what I was saying on another video when I'm like, man, I just look at people and just wonder why they just so stupid. But anyway, that's all I want to put out there, man. I keep going over 10 minutes, but I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I put something out here to show you biblically it's not the mark of the beast, y'all. It's not. But anyway, love y'all. Be blessed. Be watchful.